You have been taken from our lives, but not from our hearts. Once again, we must say goodbye to celebrities who enriched our lives and who passed away in mid to late October. We wish their families and fans all the best during this difficult time. Stay tuned until the end, because everyone deserves our condolences. Please leave a like and subscribe if you don't want to miss further obituaries.
Isabelle Tate lived fiercely within the confines of her 23 years, packing into that brief span a resilience that many spend lifetimes searching for. The Nashville-born actress and musician left an indelible mark on those who knew her, not through the length of her presence, but through the unmistakable intensity of it. On October 19, 2025, Isabelle passed away following complications from Charcot-Marie-Tooth disease, a rare neurological condition she had battled since age 13. For a decade, she navigated a progressively weakening body with a spirit that refused to diminish. Rather than retreating into the privacy of her struggle, she chose visibility, sharing her journey with characteristic honesty, describing the difficult process of accepting help, of surrendering to a condition that demanded surrender while simultaneously refusing to be defined by it. Just 10 days before her death, Isabelle made her television debut in the pilot episode of 911 Nashville, playing the character Julie. For someone who had recently returned to acting, it represented a hard-won professional milestone, a tangible affirmation that her dreams were not luxuries she could not afford. Her agency noted that she had auditioned for the first time in years and immediately booked the role, a testament to the presence and authenticity she carried into any room. Beyond her emerging acting career, Isabelle was a musician who spent hours with friends writing and recording songs, some of which she published. She was an animal lover whose idea of joy involved shelters and second chances. Her family remembers her as the life of every gathering, the one who understood instinctively how to make others feel seen and valued. Her sister was her closest confidant, her mother her guiding light. These relationships sustained her through the relentless progression of her illness, grounding her in love even as her body betrayed her independence. Isabelle graduated from Middle Tennessee State University with a degree in business, but it was her character that was her true credential, that unwavering determination to live fully, to create, to connect, to matter. She did matter. She will be remembered not for the years she was denied, but for the extraordinary fullness she managed within them. June Lockhart, the luminous presence who graced American screens for nearly a century, passed away peacefully on October 23, 2025, at her home in Santa Monica, California, at the age of 100. Born June 25, 1925, in New York City, she emerged from a distinguished theatrical family, the daughter of Broadway actor G. Lockhart and English-born actress Kathleen Lockhart, and would forge her own remarkable path through entertainment. Lockhart's 7-decade career began when she was barely a teenager, making her film debut alongside her parents in the 1938 adaptation of A Christmas Carol. Through the golden age of Hollywood, she appeared in beloved classics including Meet Me in St. Louis and The Yearling. But it was television that would define her legacy. As Ruth Martin on Lassie, she became television's quintessential devoted mother, a role she inhabited from 1958 to 1964 with grace and authenticity. She then ventured into science fiction as Dr. Maureen Robinson on Lost in Space, captivating audiences with her intelligence and warmth during the show's run from 1965 to 1968. Beyond these iconic roles, Lockhart demonstrated remarkable versatility, gracing Broadway stages, hosting prestigious pageants and parades, and appearing across countless television programs from Perry Mason to Grey's Anatomy. Her achievements earned her 2 Emmy nominations and a Tony Award for Outstanding Performance by a Newcomer in 1948, which she later donated to the Smithsonian Institution.
NASA honored her with the Exceptional Public Achievement Medal in 2013 for inspiring public interest in space exploration. Lockhart lived with uncommon vitality and curiosity. She maintained a lifelong fascination with American politics, traveled with presidential candidates, and embraced rock music with infectious enthusiasm, regularly attending concerts with her Lost in Space castmates. A woman of principle, she spoke openly about social issues and treated everyone with genuine kindness. She is survived by her daughters Anne and June Elizabeth. Her legacy endures not merely in the countless hours of film and television, but in the warmth and humanity she brought to every role, reminding generations of viewers what it means to be present, authentic, and enduringly committed to one's craft.
Kevin Bonaldo's life ended in the very pursuit that defined him. A 25-year-old cyclist for SC Paravani Polo Cherry Bank, he collapsed during the final kilometers of the Piccola Sanremo race on September 21st in Sovizzo, Italy, struck by cardiac arrest while doing what he loved. The moment was sudden and brutal. Emergency responders rushed to his aid, transporting him to San Bartolo Hospital in Vicenza, where he was placed in an induced coma. What followed was a month of uncertainty, punctuated by fragile hope. There were signs of improvement, moments that allowed his family and teammates to believe recovery might be possible. His mother Cinzia, father Roberto, brothers Simone and Antonio, and girlfriend Alice maintained their vigil, holding on to those glimmers of possibility. His brother Antonio later reflected on the support they received. Kevin felt every encouragement, every thought, every prayer sent his way. Until the very end, he fought each day to return. But the damage was too severe. In the final hours, his condition deteriorated rapidly. On the morning of October 24th, Kevin passed away, surrounded by his family at the hospital. The cycling community mourned deeply. His team described the void left behind as immeasurable, a hole that cannot be filled. Team manager Galdino Peruzzo spoke of a young man who bravely fought between life and death, whose struggle touched everyone who knew him. The outpouring of support from across the sport testified to the impact Kevin had made in his short time racing. Kevin's parents, siblings, and Alice now carry the weight of a life cut short. Yet they also carry the memory of a young cyclist who fought with everything he had, who felt the love surrounding him, who embodied the spirit that defines the cycling community, courage in the face of the impossible.
Nicholas Allen Mangold passed away on October 25, 2025, at the age of 41, leaving behind a legacy of excellence that defined more than a decade of professional football. Born in Centerville, Ohio on January 13, 1984, Mangold rose from an unrecruited prospect to become one of the most respected centers in NFL history, a trajectory that reflected his technical mastery and unrelenting work ethic. As a three-year starter at Ohio State, Mangold played on national championship and Big Ten championship teams, finishing his college career as a first-team All-American in 2005. The New York Jets recognized his potential in the first round of the 2006 NFL Draft, selecting him 29th overall to anchor their offensive line rebuild. In his rookie season, Mangold allowed only 0.5 sacks while starting all 16 games, garnering Rookie of the Year consideration, despite playing a position often overlooked in awards voting. His consistency proved extraordinary. From 2007 through 2010, he started every single game. Mangold's accolades accumulated steadily. 7 Pro Bowl selections between 2008 and 2015. First-team All-Pro honors in 2009 and 2010, and second-team All-Pro in 2011. He was part of an offensive line that started the same 5 players for 32 consecutive games, regarded as among the league's finest in run blocking. In 2010, he signed a 7-year, $55 million contract, becoming the NFL's highest-paid center at that time. His leadership on the field was evident to those around him. He orchestrated every snap with intelligence and precision. The Jets inducted him into their Ring of Honor in 2022, cementing his place in franchise history. Ohio State honored him with Hall of Fame induction in 2023. Beyond statistics stood a man of quiet character. He married Jennifer Richmond, building a family and life rooted in community service. After retiring in 2018, he remained connected to football through coaching youth teams in New Jersey. In October 2025, Mangold publicly revealed a private struggle he had managed since 2006, chronic kidney disease. His public appeal for a kidney donation on October 14th unveiled the grace with which he had lived, a reminder that his greatest strength may have been his resilience away from the field.
Björn Andrésen, the Swedish actor whose luminous presence as the 14-year-old Tadzio in Luchino Visconti's Death in Venice defined an era and haunted him for life, died on October 25, 2025, at the age of 70 in his native Stockholm. Born on January 26, 1955, Andrésen entered the world without a father and lost his mother, Barbro Elisabeth Andrésen, to suicide when he was barely 10. His maternal grandparents took him in, and it was his grandmother's ambition, her need for a famous grandchild, that pushed him toward acting. He studied at Adolf Fredrik's music school and attended boarding school in Denmark, grooming himself for a world that would soon consume him. When Visconti cast him in Death in Venice, Andrésen had appeared in only one film. The role would define everything that followed. Film historian Lawrence J. Quirk wrote that some frames of Andrésen could have been hung in the Louvre or the Vatican. After Cannes, the world called him the most beautiful boy in the world. The accolade was both gift and curse. Andrésen spoke openly about his discomfort with how the film sexualized him, how Visconti's direction made him feel exploited. He spent years trying to shed the image, refusing roles that played on his beauty, irritated when his photograph was used without consent. In Japan, where he became a cultural phenomenon, his face on billboards and chocolate boxes, he found temporary belonging before retreating into the complexity of being perpetually seen. He married screenwriter Susanna Roman in 1983, and they divorced 4 years later, leaving 2 children, Robin and Elvin. The death of his infant son Elvin to sudden infant death syndrome plunged Andrésen into a depression from which he never fully emerged. He worked as a musician with the Sven Eriks dance band and continued acting in television and film throughout his life. In 2021, the documentary The Most Beautiful Boy in the World offered a late reckoning with his fame. Andrésen leaves behind a daughter, 2 granddaughters, and a filmography that spans 5 decades. A man who survived beauty, loss, and the relentless gaze of the world.
Scott Sorry carried the restless energy of punk rock through 4 decades, leaving behind a legacy woven through vinyl, memory, and the lives of those who knew him. Born Gerard Scott in Philadelphia, he found his voice not through words alone, but through the thunderous language of bass guitar, an instrument he wielded with both precision and soul across multiple incarnations of sound. From his early days navigating the punk scene, Sorry proved himself a musician of genuine substance. With Amen, he helped propel American punk into the 2000s. His stint with Brides of Destruction introduced him to collaborators who would become lifelong creative partners. But it was with the Wild Hearts where he found perhaps his truest home, playing on their 2007 self-titled album and subsequent records, contributing to a body of work that earned the band the Spirit of Independence Award at the 2009 Kerrang Awards. He moved between these worlds with Sorry and the Sinatras, a project that showcased his ability to craft memorable melodies while maintaining rock's essential grit. His solo album, When We Were Kings, released in 2016, debuted at number 2 on the official UK rock charts, a remarkable achievement that validated years of independent creation and artistic risk-taking. The album earned critical praise, with Vive le Rock magazine awarding it 9 out of 10, cementing Sorry's place as a songwriter of consequence. In 2018, Scott faced glioblastoma, a diagnosis that would have ended many lives far sooner. Instead, he transformed the subsequent years into a masterclass in defiance. He outlived his doctor's expectations by years, refusing to let illness define his identity. Most remarkably, he returned to the UK in 2022 for a tour, a physical manifestation of his refusal to disappear quietly. Scott died on October 30th, 2025, his 47th birthday. He leaves behind his wife Hanny, their 3 children, and a discography that spans genres and decades. His strength was not merely that he survived longer than expected, it was that he lived fully, played deliberately, and faced his final days with the same courage that powered his music.
Even though their voices have now fallen silent, their works, deeds, and memories live on in us. We remain grateful for what was. Follow the link to the right to see a musical obituary that honors celebrities who died in October 2025. A like and subscription would greatly help the channel. Thank you.